Hey guys, welcome back to Ken Cinema Sofa. If it's your first time here, I'm your brother Ken, a missionary of 16 years in Japan. But this channel is all about exploring my other passion, awesome cinema and TV. Shogun Episode 7, A Stick of Time. I cannot wait to get into this new episode. Look guys, if you don't know, I'm an artist in addition to being a missionary. This is an art studio, okay? I teach people how to get in touch with their artistic self. And let me tell you, last episode was just a chef's kiss of just an introduction to Japanese art and aesthetics. We had the no theater. Performers are going through these slow movements, singing and speaking in this strange, otherworldly, unearthly intonation, and that's really meant to embody divine forces at work above the earth realm and how they influence our lives here, kind of like pieces on a chessboard. And then later we had, as Blackthorn and Lady Mariko journeyed to meet the courtesan in the red light district, we had the scenes where the courtesan was speaking with the young assistant of hers about the emptiness that comes from objects of importance suddenly being gone. Kind of heart-achingly beautiful Japanese aesthetics. For example, Mono no Aware and Wabi Sabi. Greatly appreciate your watching my video, taking the time out of your day to do this. Now look, do something else for me. Get a movie snack, movie drink, and let's get into it. Episode 7 of Shogun, A Stick of Time. Okay, what is this? You know, I see this and just comes to my mind, random thought. Man, why do we have to be like this, humanity? Everybody wants something that is not theirs or more than what they had in the past. Man, look at this. The war is over. Lord Toranaga has won. 46 years ago, Toranaga's first battle. Whoa. He's a boy. My compliments, Lord Toranaga. He's a boy. Yeah, before pillowing. Wow. Here we go. Seppuku. Man, I hope they don't show it. I wanted recorded that I was seconded by the boy warlord. So he wants him to do the deed, to cut his head off. If you think about it, that's merciful though, that there's someone there to finish the deed real quick so that you don't languish in pain with your intestines hanging out. Is that a tanto, small knife? Thank you. Thanks for thanks. What an intro. Wow. What a brutal introduction, even though it's episode 7, to the kind of world that if you were born in this era, the Sengoku period, the Warring States period, and Toranaga is supposed to be the fictional version of Ieyasu Tokugawa, who ended the Warring States period and brought in the shogunate. But before then, they say that the Warring States period, Sengoku Jidai, was a time that reached an unparalleled height in disregard for human life. Chapter 7, A Stick of Time. Can you imagine what kind of guy these guys were back then? I mean, they're of a different breed, man. Growing up as a kid, you're supposed to be outside playing catch. Too long since they last spoke, huh? Then this war is lost before our swords are drawn. Make sure that he was to keep his mouth shut. Dude, I would be watching your back with a woman like that. I mean, she's a good woman, but she's got naginata skills. She's killed folks. So he's dismounted. That means that he respects this person. Whoa, look at that.
壊滅した軍勢を見かけたようだが、若手勢は先の地震で大損害を被った。そこで困り果てた兄上は愚邸の大軍勢を呼びつけるほかなかったというわけでござるか。
Oh man.
ドケチな兄上じゃ。大軍勢を挙げての豪華なもてなしを当て込んでおったのに。息災であるようじゃの。弟よ。
Oh, so that's his younger brother, huh? He said Ototo. As if I couldn't tell by their faces, but you've tamed a barbarian.
Do not forget about it.
Yeah, please help this brother. Don't let him go alone.
殿の身内にお目通りが可能だこと、恐悦至極に存じまする。
こちらこそ恐悦至極にござる。拙者にお申し出が終わりとか。そうじゃ。その話は明日でよかろう。今宵は大いに飲み明かそうではないか。兄上のお申し出、早くもそそられまするな。
I don't know. I can't get too comfortable. I can't.
ご足労いただき、痛み入るぞ。佐伯殿。お前に、この地にはあまたの温泉があると聞いた。
Onsen, baby. Let's go. Ikimashou. They used to call me Onsen Man when I first came to Japan because I just couldn't get enough of them. I was in and out of those onsen all around the countryside.
7日なら1万2000じゃと、わしの種違いの弟に色目を使うだけでか。
Dang!
お銀の言い値はもっと高うございました。それをここまで下げるには、殿が1000個1本分の時をお銀と二人きりで会うことをご承知くださらねばなりません。
たわけたことを。
Well, he's revealed his true feelings about his brother.
今宵のおかげでは行儀よく振る舞うように伝えよう。そうではなく、
Wear his swords, not his pistol.
Does this order of Crimson Sky mean that I am to be given maritime command during our attack?
Our Lord has made no decision regarding you or your service, and I suggest you take this no further.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
Perhaps I misunderstand these bestowed countless gifts, titles, swords, and fiefs, but when it comes time to actually serve him, I'm ignored. What exactly is Cortez?
Blackthorn. Listen to her, man. Listen. I mean, I understand your frustration, but...
Please tell him I am ready for whatever our fate may bring.
That had to mean something to him. I don't trust this lady.
後ほど菊に会えるかどうか尋ねに参ったのじゃ。
お菊を7日の間お買い上げになったのでございます。
菊が万人と枕を交わして以来、その方の茶屋を汚れておるわ。
よくよく思い返してみれば、あの夜安心様の心は別の方のもとにあったよ。
Stop it. Creating trouble.
おじい様。
Oh, that's nice.
面倒くさいもござりません。お出になるとは存じもせず。
人を驚かせようと思うでな。
I like this guy. I like him. I mean, he's a lethal samurai, but he's a grandfather. He has that Oji-san-ness about him. Oji-san, grandpa. What is this? I hope this is not what I think it is.
この務めを果たしましたら、私も自害して。
I will end my life and become ashes too. Wow.
なぜ生きようとする?
Why not live? Yes.
何故?
And bask in the victory they died to achieve.
味が脅すのだ。
この先に勝利があるのでございましょうか。
初めて敵を討ち取った時は初めて女子を知るより心地よいものじゃと聞いたが、
どこでそのようなことを聞かれたのですか。それは女子によりますぞ。
You could always count on him, man. I just finished watching Nosferatu and really enjoyed the natural lighting, and I'm seeing it again here. Just let it hit and reflect off the objects around it. It's beautiful. But I don't know what kind of camera setting you would need for that. If you guys know, let me know in the comments if you know.
清の番ごとに違う女子を抱いておるのじゃろう。馬がを垂らすことに関しては、おじ親の方がずっと上手じゃ。
Make some remarks about how long it has been since he has seen Nagakado-sama.
That ain't all, no.
さぞや誇らしいこ
Must
とで
bring
ご
you
ざいましょう
great
が、
honor.
奥方様が
Send the wife
あのよう
before her
に真に
duty.
安心様への務めを果たされるのをご覧になると。
Dude, shut up.
務めという意味か。
Yeah, thank you for putting him back in his place real quick.
我が父の若い頃の話をしてくださいませんか。
が聞いた話では、恥さらしの水口が降参して神戸を垂れた時、が12の小わっぱでありながら、敵将の首を一刀のもとに切り落と
That's
した
not how it happened, though.
最初は、殿からの贈り物はいかがでございましょうでしょうか。
Thank you for jumping in there with your wise old age. The court is
美しいような赤じゃが、美しさなど儚い喜びでござる。
That's true. What he just said there, I paused that. What he just said there reminds me of the book of Proverbs in the Bible. I believe it's Proverbs 31. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who loves the Lord is to be treasured.
落ち着かずには我慢がならぬ。いや、大きな吉井虎中殿はわしの軍に何を下さるというのじゃ。
Uh-oh. We have some underlying tension.
兄上は、わしに椅子を下さるおつもりかの。だとしたら大層なものじゃ。知る者の少ない話じゃ。兄上が名役を強固なものにする人質として今大家
This is dangerous, though. Isn't this like this kind of
我
talk?
らが母上は兄上に勇ましゅう振る舞いと言われた。だが兄上は袴にクソを漏らし、そのまま馬で修理を進んだのだと。
Stop. I'm afraid a beheading is coming right now.
長門よ、お主はどちらが好みじゃ。おとぎ話か伝説か、それとも誠にあった話か。では伊豆の領主になればどんな伝説が生まれていたことか、別の申し出を受けたばかりでござったな。
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Ah, man.
こたび虎長公の儀につき、
Man.
大老衆の命により速やかに降伏の上、大坂に途上なさるべく候こと。大老石堂がとうとうわしの後釜を据えたが、
Once again, like chess, man, Ishido got to him first.
根原上前殺しに対する正式な沙汰として、お主には切腹が申し付けられた。受け取らない。大老衆からの命、確かに受けたまわった。
Okay, this throws everything up in the air. How I thought this was gonna go. Wow. But you know what? As soon as I heard him call his brother mongrel, I should have known. Right there. That was a hint of what their childhood was like, what their relationship was like. Ancient times, man. I mean, family have problems today, but back then, I think about ancient Rome and the Emperors Geta and Caracalla. Have you seen my gladiator reaction?
My Erasmus is still moored in that cove. If you could get me the clearance I need to go aboard, and tonight I could go below, test the bilges. Yabushige's men could help with stepping the spare bowsprit in the hold.
What could we do, Anjin-sama?
Anything is better than standing here pissing around.
Yeah. So far, he's been like on the sidelines. It's time to let him in the game, man. I understand too, like, you know, Japan, this is their country. They're very, very suspicious of people coming from outside, right? They've let him into their circle as far as he can go in their mindset, right? Which is extraordinary that he's gotten this far. He's at the Jinja, pondering, perhaps talking to the gods. Or maybe he's thinking now about that guy, what that guy said when he was a boy, right? I'll be there.
Uraji, whose crest is that? Ishido-sama.
Man, look at that boat. It's like a book floating on the water.
父上、刀を血に濡らして戦いまするか。
何故戦場に出たことのない者が総じて戦をしたがるのかの。
Right. Yeah. Weary of battle, man.
してくださいませ。マリコ様に線香一本分のひとときをお約
帰って
束いただき、
感情でもしておれ。
いや、長門。約束は約束じゃ。
A stick of your
我
time.
らに残された時が線香何本分かは誰にもわからぬ。
This term I have never heard of. Ah.
方の世に生きるとはどのようなことか。 殿はご存知でございましょうか。
I like that they bring back aspects, elements, ideologies that they introduced in previous episodes.
殿は江戸に新しい都を作りになっておられます。
中にはこれより先などない。
Yeah, I know. He's like, why? None of this means anything to me right now. It's almost gone.
一丁分を思い浮かべてくださりませ。その囲いの中に友情屋というよりは私がこの地に作りました茶屋のような。
耳新しい話であった。良い気晴らしになったぞ。
That's funny because I know in his mind he's thinking, I have nothing to do with this. We have no future, but this is the beginnings of what it will be. She's talking about Yoshiwara, I believe. That's Edo's famous pleasure district. Here's the thing, though. Edo is becoming the new capital under Tokugawa Ieyasu, and that's who Toranaga is based on, if you remember. Yoshiwara isn't just about, that thing. The Oiran were more than prostitutes. They were elite courtesans. And I think we talked about Oiran before, right? So they were trained in art, poetry, and conversation. They had real influence over powerful men. So I think Toranaga is kind of playing coy, but he sees the diamond in the rough. He knows that this is really about power. If he survives this thing, I don't know what's going to happen.
私は極貧の生まれ、抜かれ目として育ちました。されど辛酸をなめるうちに野心と照れてくらが身につき、今の私はいずれ一番の女長者にござりまする。殿が極難に磨かれて今日の食わせ者になられましたのと同じでござります。
時折あの頃の暮らしに戻りとうなります。あの南蛮船が来る前の頃でございます。
Don't get me started, man.
我らに利用なのは策のみじゃ。ふぬけ侍どもを片っ端から叩き切ってくれようぞ。
ふぬけ侍か。お主の悪たれ口は刀と同じで生蔵じゃ。お主の父とわしは不仲とはいえ肉親であることに変わりはないゆえ。名を残すためとあらば恥も外聞もあるものか。己はどうじゃなかと。
が我が宿命ならば見事に死んでみせまする。
死とは森の中の孤独な道に過ぎぬ。
But you know what? Part of me is wondering if all of this is a ruse as well. I can't look. How could I not think of that? That actually Toranaga has talked with his brother behind everyone's backs as a way to get him into Osaka Castle. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Every day I escape, there's another waiting. What am I? It's like pissing into the wind. This guy.
Okay. Okay.
Too late. I see what this is. I'm a fucking sailor. I don't know the blade from the handle.
Okay. All right. Just got real. Chill out. Naginata. Those things are huge. Yeah. If you ever get to Japan and you're looking for a nice entry-level job, be an ALT, assistant language teacher. You assist the Japanese teacher in English classes, but you'll be allowed into other classes just to watch, right? And they might hand a naginata to you to try to not kill somebody.
忠義殿が父上をためにしたことを本来ならば拙者が一同の非礼を咎めるべきで拙者にもっと度胸があれば忠義殿も藤殿の息子もまだ生きておったもの。
我らはできる時にできることをいたすもの。
I wonder if those two are going to get together.
殿に申し上げたき義がございます。妻の同席もお許し願いません。我らが死ぬ前に拙者に万人の首を取らせてくださりません。
Whoa.
あの万人が殿に付き人ごとをただ己の利を求めればゆえのこと。あいつが妻に向ける目つきが気に入ります。万人の首をと申しましたが、妻の首をと申しております。わしの問いに答える。妻の首を即座に跳ねるのが筋である。
Ah. So that was their law, huh?
妻に過ちがあったと思うております。ならば安心も責められまい。
私は友にお仕えしております。
真田、決まってそう申すが。
Yeah.
あの万人が絡むと。
You
いつ
constantly
も物事
confuse
の
your
順序が
priorities.
曖昧になるように、父の仇と戦う。わしの側におるのか、それとも万人の側におるのか。
私は殿に心からの忠義を尽くしてまいりました。今宵自害することをお許しくださります。
He does not want to hear that.
向こうの深い人生から。
Whew, man, I can imagine the weight of the world is on his shoulders, but like, I feel like he would be just questioning just even the point of all this.
それと侮辱に過ごしたことを申し訳ござらん。違う、その話ではないわ。バカらしい。立冬のもとに切り落としたじゃと。くたびでございましたぞ。首が落ちたのも。
Oh man.
夫に解釈を頼む方がおるかなのじゃ。
Yeah, exactly. You know what though? Like, still, it just blows my mind. The period that and the lifestyle that these guys are in, that they can joke like this. I mean, this is the kind of talk that guys, this is guy talk for this era, you know? It is funny though. All right. It's interesting to me that even since ancient Egyptian times, 2,000-3,000 years before this, you had a king or a warlord at war with a tent, surrounded by a tent during the campaign. You know, it's just it's really interesting the way human history hits these familiar notes. And even God himself leading the Israelites through the wilderness after they leave Egypt has them build a tent that looks similar to this. Yet there's no king, no human king sitting there. It's God himself in a pillar of fire. Your formal answer, please.
私はその方に降伏し、大坂に参ることを承知いたす。ここで大老衆、ひいては石堂殿のご意向に従おう。それだから虎屋様、口を挟んでな。わしの腹はもう決まっておる。たとえ逆賊が救うておろうとも、日の本を分断するなど、誰であろうと。
No one has the right to tear the realm apart. Yeah, he's an honorable man, relatively in this season, this time period.
Brilliant master of trickery, who tricked his own loyal vassals into a noiseless smothering. Nina Shinto.
That was worthy of death.
本日よりどこへも勝手に参られるよ。もはやあいうえは何者でもございません。
I keep waiting for something to happen. Does this dude have something tied around his neck? Oh, okay, he's into this, huh?
私たちのまぐあいを高めさせていただいてもよろしゅうございまするか。
But something is coming. How could you just be so comfortable in the company of these people after what you've done to them? Like I never get guys like this.
ようやく男になろうと思うたか。
Well, this guy's a survivor. That's his uncle, but oh my, no. What?
この死に様のどこが見事じゃ。
Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about when you have something that is written by one singular artistic voice, a novel author. Like, I couldn't have seen that coming. Not at all. I'm going to step out there and say it. For a normal film working from a screenplay by one screenwriter or several screenwriters, no adaptation, you wouldn't see anything like that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, so look, man, that was episode 7, A Stick of Time of Shogun. People have told me before in the comments not to try to overthink things, to see where things are going. Just let it flow. And wow, I'm reminded of that right now. That was where did that come from? Seriously, wow. I mean, you still don't know if he's dead. He looked like he died, but I will say though, like having watched the episode so far with that young man, with Toranaga's son, and his kind of like, gung-ho attitude about war and battle and all of that, I kind of did expect to see something like that happen to him eventually. But man, I mean, he seems to have a very different persona and personality in regards to war than his dad did, growing up. And even that story about him, his as a child riding on the horse and pooping on the horse. I feel like guys like Toranaga are so successful in battle and war because it's nothing they really wanted in the first place, right? And so they're much more careful and cunning, and they value human life and the loss of it and the necessity of what needs to happen when faced with war and with things that you would rather not happen. Or as he said, evil in the world, evil in the land, right? But yet he was willing to go to Osaka to keep the peace and respect some semblance of law, as opposed to his son who... And look, how many times do you have a child that ends up like that? Or we see it in stories, but it happens in real life where they grow up in the shadow of this great parent, right? And they just don't take these things seriously. They take it for granted because they've never waded in blood or taken another life, and therefore hopefully learned the value of human life. That tends to happen with other warriors, Ah, man. Sometimes it's hard to do reactions to a show like this, because part of me is at a loss for words, seriously. And that's exactly what the author's intent was, And maybe that is the point, right? Like, as opposed to how Toranaga's son is, I should be like this when witnessing death in all of his senselessness, right? Take a moment, right? Take a moment to pause and be speechless and to be humbled and to be horrified, Well, guys, you know what? It's 12:45 a.m. and I can't wait. I think I'm going to go ahead and watch another episode. So if you see episode 8, and if I'm still wearing this, then that means that I couldn't wait and I just went on ahead and watched the next episode. So anyway, guys, if you liked my reaction, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. Either way, I'm glad that you're here helping me cultivate this channel and create better reactions for you. God bless you wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time on the sofa.